Hey guys.
What's up, guys? We're back for another Rangers postgame video. So after coming off yesterday's loss, they started a 1 o'clock game. Rangers back to work today at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's actually ended up being 12:30. I don't know why.
Yeah, a little late start. Not sure why. Doesn't really matter. So Kincaid in net today. And the Rangers dropped 5-4 to Washington. The Rangers have kind of had Washington's number throughout this season. They've beaten them I think they have more of the win. I forgot how many times they've played. Maybe this is like the 6th now. I don't even know.
Sounds about right.
But this was kind of a weird game for the Rangers. Both teams come out in the first, not really much going on. Washington kind of outplaying the Rangers a little bit, no score in the game. We hit the second, and the entire thing is just nothing but capitals. I think the Rangers mustered like 3 shots on net the entire second period. Capitals go up 3-0 in the second period. Couple of goals. I don't want to be like I'm biased because I'm a Rangers fan, but the one goal, all right, Kincaid should have stopped the first goal. Vrana, rebound to Wilson, goes in. Second goal, Ovechkin just shoots it from the boards, like borderline goalie red line. Hits off a defender, goes in. And then Tom Wilson gets a second goal that's just flying around up in front. He baseballs it in, for the third goal. And that's the second period. So Rangers really had nothing going in the second period. They come out. Rangers scored 4 goals in the third period here. Unfortunately, Washington would just score 2 more.
Yeah.
2 more. And one of them was a TJ to Oshie deflection. I forgot who got the other goal for Washington. Oh, Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov, Mr. fucking Bird. Over there gets one. And that was a bad one because, that was actually a good play. It was like a pass from Hagelin to Kuznetsov right in front. But then the Rangers would ramp it up, They would score, Colin Blackwell on his birthday today.
Yeah.
2 goals.
2.
Lafayette gets a goal on a big rebound. And then Kreider gets a power play goal. It was just too little too late. Even when the Rangers had the net pulled, you're just like, oh my God, they're going to tie this game up. They're going to tie this game up in the third. They're going to score 5 goals here in the third. And they just fell short.
Yep.
And that was that. David Quinn back behind the bench.
Yeah, but Knob's still there with him. So.
Yep, Knob's there. So now everybody who's a Rangers fan is going to be like, fuck Quinn. Because he was back and the Rangers lost. You know how this goes if you're a New York fan or if you're just a sports fan in general. Probably the majority of the people are going to be like, they lost this game because Quinn was there. Now, I actually have a brain in my head. And I understand how the sport of hockey is played. And I'm not going to be like, the Rangers lost this game because David Quinn was back. David Quinn was coming back regardless. So what you think? The Rangers were just going to lose every game because David Quinn was back? No. I do think that they kept Knoblauch there so the fans weren't like, if the Rangers lose this game, it's because David Quinn was there. The general manager was probably like, we should have Knoblauch there too, just in case. So the Rangers can't get all over the upper management about how Quinn is back and now the game has been lost.
I also think they brought David
Quinn.
Quinn.
Use your brain, guys. These things are easy to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me you don't think that the whole entire Ranger fan base is going to blame David Quinn for this loss. No. If Knoblauch wasn't there.
Here's why I think part of the reason that he came back today is he's got the excuse that it was back-to-back games. How can you blame him for losing when they played less than 24 hours start time yesterday? I feel like that's the perfect time if they were worried about Quinn with the loss, because I would be one of those people, which was a stupid thing, that if he came back on like Tuesday's game and they lost, being like, oh, well, see, Quinn's back, and now that's probably a difference for the team. But being it's back-to-back wins, that takes some of the pressure off Quinn because you're already in a bad situation that you have an excuse for.
It was a smart move like you said, it was a smart move to have him come back on back-to-backs so that you can at least be like, well, they played a game before, so maybe they're tired.
Yeah, but so, I agree with you with Knoblauch too, being there to take the pressure off of him. Because I would have blamed Quinn, even though that's not smart and you shouldn't do that. That's too emotional, but I would have done that.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, this is how most fans, and I'm not just going to call New York out. I was calling New York out on the stream, but that's how most fans are. You know, if things aren't going right, you know, when your coach was there, things are going right when your coach is gone. Coach comes back, and now they lose a game.
What's changed?
Here we go.
The coaches.
Head coach. I mean, as soon as we put this up on YouTube, and I start hitting like social media and seeing what's going on in the world of New York Rangers talk, I guarantee everybody's going to be like, David Quinn's back. That's why they lost this game. The Rangers lost this game because they didn't play 60 minutes. They played a very spirited 20 minutes. I'll give them that. They scored 4 goals in the third period. I'll give them that. They didn't give up. They didn't roll over. I'll give them that. But they also didn't come to play the whole night or the day. So that's what I'm not going to give them. You're not going to win playing. I mean, very rarely will you win a game of hockey if you only show up for 20 minutes. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, right? They made it close. But again, you just get frustrated when you watch this team put on the performance they've put on this March. And then play a lackluster 40 minutes of hockey, and then go into the 20 minutes of the last period like, oh, now we're here.
The only thing I can give them, because it sucks for a loss, is that, you know, going into the third period down, was it 3-0 or 4-0? In a bad place, like halfway through the third, we were even talking about moving on to Tuesday's game. To be at that point and not be like, well, whatever, the game's over. They were like, no, we're not done. We're going to keep fighting. It was too little too late. But that's the only positive thing I can come out with this, is that they still played with heart. They're still there. They are not quitting.
Yeah.
And, it was too late. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, but they didn't give up.
Yeah, like I was saying, they didn't roll over.
Yep.
And it's unfortunate when, you know, your top guys who have been putting up points didn't put up points in this one. Like, this was like the Colin Blackwell show. You know, I think I said his name the most today.
Yeah.
Colin Blackwell, 2 goals.
2 goals.
You know, Lafayette with a goal and Kreider with a goal. The assists, I'll have to check the assists. Hayek had a great play on the blue line to give one of Colin Blackwell's goals. So, like, again, you know, secondary scoring coming through for the Rangers, which is always nice to see. But you also need those first guys to come through, too. Yeah. The Rangers couldn't steal this game on secondary scoring. Sometimes you can.
It was close, and it's unfortunate. Like, it's very good. At first, I was just happy it wasn't a shutout. But then they kept going, and then when it comes 1 goal away from winning, you start to be like, what if this? What if that? Yeah. There was, like, in the beginning, Zibanejad, I think it was, shot and almost made it. It deflected off Oshie's face.
TJ Oshie, he shot the puck right into TJ Oshie's face. Puck, they ruled it a goal. They had to take a look at it. Puck did not clearly cross the line. So fucking close.
It was like almost part of it crossed the line, but not the whole thing.
Kreider had a breakaway, one of the only shots in the second period. He couldn't get the job done. Keandre Miller had a 2-on-1 in the third. Didn't get the shot on net.
And then some of Kincaid's saves.
Some of Kincaid's saves questionable.
Yep.
Kincaid didn't play the strongest game, but also defense didn't play strong in front of him. So it is what it is. Kincaid's not one of those goalies that's going to save a game. Yes, he'll make some outstanding saves here and there. He has the talent, but he's not going to save a game. Especially when you're down, 3-0 going into a third period.
Yeah.
So.
But I was so happy for Kincaid to play this game, and I was a little disappointed because he didn't play yesterday.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the excuse that he was tired from playing less than 24 hours. And so I was a little disappointed. But the offense wasn't there in the second. No one was scoring, or they took very little shots. Defense wasn't there, so it was a team effort. But yeah.
So Rangers just have to look forward here. Like I said, they made it a game, obviously, if you look at the score. 4 goals in the third. Pretty impressive to be against Washington. But we're not here to be impressed. We're here to get points. So Rangers are going to have to get back to... They'll finally have a day off tomorrow. They'll get back to work Tuesday. As I believe Washington's going to come to MSG, I think. So we'll have to see what they do there. I imagine Igor will be back in net. The whole coaching staff situation, we'll have to see how that folds out. Also, Brendan Lemieux traded yesterday to the LA Kings for a 3rd or 4th round pick. I'm not sure. I said 3rd. Somebody in the stream earlier said 4th, so I could be wrong. So Brendan Lemieux now officially not a Ranger. So that's kind of like a blow as far as like a grittiness of a player goes. But we're thinking about the future here, and we're thinking about trying to get that last playoff spot.
You can't make trades with your heart.
This isn't a Disney story. So, guys, we will catch you on Tuesday for Washington as we go back to the 7 o'clock schedule. Anything you want to add?
No, I just think it'll be good. We'll have Igor and Net. They'll have days rest. And seeing how they left this game, they're going to come back fighting hard, I think. I think it'll be good.
I think so, too. The Rangers have to get this one on. We were on a 3-game winning streak, and now we've lost 2.
Yeah.
So we have to get back to playing over 500 hockey. But that'll do it for us, guys, and we will catch you Tuesday for the next Rangers game against Washington. Yeah. All right. Peace.